Hi Virgo, and welcome to your tarot video scope for November 2017 by Amma. This recording will be for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Your sun sign won't always make sense to you at different months. Therefore, it's very important that you also listen for your rising sign or your moon sign. Again, in different months, maybe your sun sign could make better sense to you, or your rising sign, or your moon sign. This will be a general reading, and to schedule a private consultation with me, please email me at ammalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through my website. Visit my website, ammalightworker.com. I also did a very extended reading for this month for those of you who are interested. That reading is already uploaded on vimeo.com. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link for the Vimeo videos is going to be right down here. And this month, for each sign of the zodiac, I did an Akashic reading. I cleared your energy field, and I'm also sending to you some Reiki healing. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you like my videos, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and when you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification button, which is the little bell icon right here next to the subscribe button. And if you click in the show more description box, you're going to find other helpful links, like, as I mentioned, the link to the Vimeo videos, how to contact me to book a session, the link to the Jupiter special videos, the 6-month special videos that I already uploaded, or a lecture about energy clearing. With that being said, let's now focus on this reading for you. The general feelings that I am picking up for you, Virgo, have to do with working hard towards accumulation of wealth and prosperity, developing a skill, a small celebration or a small victory, traveling for some of you, some important development that may have to deal with tests, a licensing, a legal situation, or traveling and immigration. And of course, there's a lot about your emotions this month, and how you express your emotions, and how you feel that you are connected to another people. There is some sort of an attraction in a romantic sense, and something about your father, or a situation involving a father or a father figure to you. Now, let's break it down one by one. The first card is the Eight of Pentacles. It does fall in the position of what happened in the past that may still be influencing your present current situation or your future. The meaning of the card, to me, it means developing a skill, working on your own without anybody on your shoulder to tell you what to do, or breathing up your neck, working towards a steady financial situation, determination to work hard to a successful life, doing your job, accepting your situation. Sometimes it also means hands-on work is required so that you can reach that success, that prosperity, and wealth. Achievement of a job well done, and working steadily, or money is coming in steadily. So now let's break it down, and allow me to focus so I can figure out psychically as to what this card means for you. Let me hear my guides. For some of you, you may be focusing on networking, and this networking, it feels like you are building up little by little. Networking, you may be going to symposiums, networking events. This networking may also be done online. And for other Virgos, it does feel like things that you have done in the past one by one are now building momentum as to something important is coming to fruition as a result of you completing and doing tasks or accumulation, doing things one by one. For some of you Virgos, you may be on the verge of reaching a goal with your finances. Whatever plans you had with your finances, maybe you had a goal in your mind to save a certain amount of money. Maybe you had a goal in mind about investing money. Maybe you want to buy something expensive or significant to you with money. Maybe it is about debt or paying taxes or compensation or reimbursements. Whatever this is, it does feel like now it's coming more on its own. It's taking more form, or it's taking more shape. It's becoming more stable. If you do work with clients, this could be clients coming and there's a steadiness. You don't have to look to find clients. If you are looking for a new job or if you are looking for a promotion, it does feel like certain things will align up for you, because some of you may end up eventually getting this job position or this promotion, maybe not necessarily in November, but it does feel like in November you are preparing for it. Either you are learning new stuff, developing a new skill, or maybe there is some sort of a training going on in the place of work. Because for some of you, I keep getting you have to train or retrain to adapt to certain changes that have to deal with your work, whether it is computer programs, whether it is other processes, or even adapting and adjusting to new co-workers. You may be helping also a little bit. Maybe some of you have a very particular skill or talent, and maybe you are going to offer to put this skill and talent to help maybe your community or your neighborhood or a community where you belong. So if you are an actor, maybe you're going to offer your acting skills for free, maybe to help an event or a charity organization, or volunteer in some way, or maybe you're a singer. For some of you, it does feel like you may be offering your skills and your talents or your help. And many of you will develop something new. I keep getting something new that would involve foreign languages for Virgos. I also keep getting something new that has to deal with technology, but very particular. For some reason, I keep getting digital technology, and most definitely, many of you will be working around your finances, or maybe analyzing or trying to organize and reorganize anything that has to deal with your finances. The next card that you have is the Six of Wands. Falls in the position of your present current situation. To me, it means victory, achievement, a small triumph. It means people adore you. It means it means a small victory or a small triumph that will be short-lived, because work must continue. But please do celebrate the moment. Sometimes to me it also means travel, and sometimes this card to me also sometimes it means marriage. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out what are the messages beyond this card. For some of you, it does feel like either something important will be achieved or some sort of success that has to deal with you traveling, or in regards to traveling and traveling arrangements. For some of you, this could be a big moment in your career being celebrated. For other ones, this comes up to me as maybe a presentation that you have to do either through your work, or maybe a presentation that has to do, maybe you go to school and you take classes and there's presentations, or taking an important test, or something scholastic, something that has to do with education and training, and maybe you are getting the results or you are getting into important programs, and that could be a moment of celebration for you. For many Virgos, especially if you go to school, in some ways I keep getting that you are going to achieve a success either in that course or in a test. There's going to be a little bit of you speaking maybe more openly, or speaking in a way that will lead to your success and your prosperity. When you do this presentation, if you are a Virgo who has to present something or communicate with other people about something, it is very important how you choose your words, more so than it is important how you choose to present yourself. For some of you, you may be thinking that your work should speak for itself, but you may find out that in real life, even though this could be a great concept, it doesn't work like that, because you are going to be at some point talking about yourself, talking about your achievements, talking about your work. For some of you, this could be a situation of dating or being introduced to someone, and maybe you have to talk about yourself. For some of you, I keep getting speed dating or online dating, and maybe that's why you need to talk about yourself, kind of introducing yourself. But they are talking about the beginning of a romantic journey for many of you Virgos. Whether you are a Virgo in an established relationship or marriage, or whether you are a Virgo who is single. They are talking about this beginning of a romantic journey, because I keep getting, even for those of you who are already married or in a relationship, you're going to have, there's always a need to refresh the romance. But for some of you, there is a romantic journey. And maybe this traveling may also be because maybe you're going to travel to meet a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a spouse, or this could be some sort of a date. Maybe it's not that close in distance. So it could be, or let me put it this way, for the purpose of love and for something that has to do with marriage or the hope of love and marriage, maybe this is requires traveling, and this traveling will serve to that purpose. The next card that you have is the King of Cups. It does fall in the position of the near future. The King of Cups, if it represents a person in your life, first of all, please don't pay attention to the gender in the card, because this is a general reading. So this King of Cups could be a man or a woman under the sun sign, a rising sign, or the moon sign of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So again, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or the moon sign, if it represents a person in your life. But it also means it represents the struggles that you had to go through and to endure. And as you are going through these struggles, you did hold on with a lot of grace and dignity. It also means self-improvement. This card usually represents a nurturing father, someone who puts his or her family first, and it also represents stability and common understanding, or a better understanding. So now allow me to focus and tune in and let me figure out what is this card and what does it mean for you. If you are a father particularly, this month may be very important because you have to arrange, rearrange, make things work, make plans that would affect your family situation. Maybe you have to really think through because a job that you plan on doing, a move that you plan on doing may be affecting the family, and you may be trying to make or to figure out what is best for the family. In a family situation, if you had some worries, maybe anxiety, maybe something was going on in the family, it does feel that in November there's going to be a significant flipping over. So if something was negative, it's kind of flipping over on the so into being more positive. However, that doesn't mean that this will be the end of it. But definitely, you are going to experience some sort of a big forward momentum. There's also a situation that you may be worried or stressed about that may have to deal with an inheritance, a legal situation, or even trying to get like legal documents or official documents. This could be about legal stuff that has to deal with a marriage or a legal paperwork in regards to a marriage. It does feel like you are going to be provided with something that will serve as this is the first step or the first set of documents being granted to you, and then there's going to be other things that you need to follow instructions or apply for, and then the rest will be granted. So for some of you, there's going to be something initially being granted to you that promises a lot of hope for this situation to be resolved, whether it is a situation in your family, about a family member, a legal situation, or an immigration situation. For other Virgos, this is about the closure that maybe you still need to get, or a common ground understanding that you need to have to accomplish inside of you, internally, when it comes to father or father-related issues. And it does feel that you're going to have some sort of an aha moment, a moment of big realization, a moment where you get it, or a moment where everything that all of these emotional transformations that is happening, maybe it's finally going to settle and it's going to make better sense to you. So for some reason, first and foremost, it came like something in relation to a father or father-related issues, but this emotional state could be about everything else. First and foremost, it came to me as the root source would be about a father or a father-related issues. The next card that you have is the Page of Cups, and again it represents Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sun sign, rising sign, or the moon sign. If it represents a person in your life, but it also represents fresh emotions, gentleness, intuition, sweet, kind, a new situation, empathetic, someone who feels for others. You're going to be a lot more in tune and in touch with your feelings in November. But there's also that energy where you are really going to start to speak more and more from your heart. You are really going to follow your heart and do more of the things that are more soulful to you. And for some reason, they're saying soulful. full. This is the word that they want me to use. You may rediscover yourself in a way that maybe you've forgotten about it. You may rediscover about yourself the old desires or the old wishes, the old talents that you used to have once upon a time. Maybe when you were a younger adult, maybe when you were an adolescent, maybe you had talents that or things that you were doing at the time, like playing a sport or doing ballet or playing a musical instrument. And maybe as you grew older, you had to mature and be adult. And for some of you, maybe you lost a little bit touch with your old self, like who you used to be growing up, the things that you wanted to do or practice, whether it was a hobby or your passions. So for some of you, there's going to be a connection and a reconnection with that skill, that particular talent, that particular hobby. But the way this is coming, it is coming to me not only in the sense of simply enjoying yourself, or for the pure sense of enjoyment for some of you. There's going to be some other energies attached to this, because simply something will come back to you, and maybe you are going to incorporate this into your work, into your career, into a business. There's going to be something around not only emotional abundance, but there's going to be you attracting money in an easier way for you. Someone may be feeling very generous towards you, because this is also luck, money, people feeling also very giving towards you. But there's also something around, because I see the water and they're telling me about the long distance travel or the long distance communication. Long distance communication could be over the internet, emails, texts. So there's going to be something important that will manifest for you through long distance relationships, long distance communications. This could be a business deal, negotiations. So things that could be done at a distance, or even if it is long distance business or an internet business, there's something that will show up as an opportunity, or something is coming to fruition. You may be, your luck not only shifting for the better, but you may be rewarded in some way. For some of you, you're going to feel this reward, could be like karmic rewards. You're going to feel this reward by simply feeling a little bit more steady or happier with your emotion, more peaceful, maybe by experiencing some facilitation to a situation that particularly has been very difficult for you. And for other Virgos, this will immediately show up for you as an advancement in your career, and this is how karma is rewarding you. But the communication between parents, father, whether you are the child or the parent, and vice versa, they seem to be very important this month. And sometimes this card has to deal with addictions, alcoholism. It could be like even certain emotions could be addictions, maybe. So there's going to be a situation that either you or a father or a child or somebody else in the family, maybe they have struggles coping or getting over some sort of an addiction, emotional addiction, alcohol, I don't know, it could be overly working, getting too emotional, anxious, a little bit of I don't know, demanding or drama queen or controlling. I don't know if I mentioned alcohol, and there's going to be something around that seems to be a major or a big step forward or improvement. Now, the last card that you have is the Emperor, and it's very interesting because in some ways, even the Emperor to me it means a father figure, but also this card sometimes represents a father figure. So for some reason this seems to be very highlighted for you, Virgo, in November. The Emperor falls in the position of um, the outcome, or what can you do to keep and maintain a balance. To me, it represents a father-like figure. This could be your father, an uncle, a great-grandfather, great-grand-uncle, a teacher, a mentor, someone who is no longer with us and is now serving as one of your spirit guides. And sometimes it could also be someone in your ancestor family. That means that you don't know them from this lifetime, but they are part of your ancestor family and are showing up in this reading to either give you a warning or an advice. And it also represents construction, formation, something or someone will change your current situation and will present you with opportunities to enter in a new relationship or partnership. So now allow me to tune in, so let me figure out as to why this card showed up. What are the messages beyond this card? For some of you, they are kind of nodding and they are kind of approving you having feelings for someone or experiencing this deep attraction towards someone. But at the same time, they really are saying to enjoy the experience, whether this relationship will or this attraction will prove to be very short term or long term. At the same time, some of you Virgos will realize that someone that you had very strong feelings for will actually, or that feeling may phase out. So it may be a little bit a short-term relationship or attraction or situation, but it's very important that you really enjoy the situation or enjoy the relationship or have fun with it. So don't focus so much as how long it's going to last or what it will bring to you. They are talking about partnerships that you have in order, whether these are business partnerships, whether these are the partnership that you have with a community, with a neighborhood, with your company, with your family. So they're talking about the importance of you building partnerships, because every relationship that you have needs to be a partnership, so a little bit deeper. But they're also talking about the nature of certain relationships and the nature of certain partnerships that you have that will be changing. You may reconfigure the basis of particular relationships and the basis of particular partnerships that you may have. But they're also talking about forgiveness. They are talking about some of you that had to deal with disappointment. First and foremost, they are talking about sometimes you feel like you are disappointing yourself because the goals that you set for yourself, they may be a little bit too high. Nothing has to be so unattainable. So for many of you Virgos, they really want you to just enjoy the moment without constantly focusing on how to do something at the best of your capabilities, how to do something right, how to make something perfect. So they're saying some of you really need to forgive yourself or to be a little bit easy on yourself. And there's going to be a situation between, or a deep conversation either with your father or around or about a father. And it does feel that either you're going to need to reach some sort of common understanding or meet your demands halfway, or meet this other person halfway in their demands and in their situation. And I also keep getting that very soon something will come to fruition. I keep getting either your career will blossom and bloom, or a business that you have will blossom and bloom. If you personally don't have anything that you worry about yourself, but maybe all of your worries, anxiety, attention, all of your desires and hopes are about someone in the family, I keep getting that they will achieve an improvement. An improvement. So they want you to calm down a little bit if you worry about somebody else, because I keep getting there's going to be an improvement to their situation, and there's going to be a lot of letting go of attachments, letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And they're talking about this emotional letting go, but there's also talking about you coming to an agreement, or you coming to some sort of a closure. Could be also grief, okay? Could also be grief, but coming into having the closure that you need, whether it is emotionally, mentally, whether it is about grief or about everything else, coming to that deep moment of realization and the closure that you need. Because I keep getting, take it easy this month. There's a lot of things or a lot of action for you. A lot of changes will happen in the next upcoming months, in the next 2 or 3 months. So take this moment to really soak it in and just enjoy yourself or savor the moment. And I keep getting there's going to be so much happening in the future that you really need to enjoy yourself now. So much it comes to me in a positive sense. So enjoy and savor the moment now. I hope that that made sense to you, Virgo. Please understand that this is a general reading, and sometimes you really need to listen for your rising sign and your sun sign, or your moon sign, if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you. To contact me for a private reading, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, or please visit my website, amalightworker.com. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you, and I will see you soon in the next videos. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the links right down here. Bye.